Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, about 2 months. Sorry for the delay. I was severely ill. I had to move from my old office to my new spot, which is it right now. I don't have a lift here, but I'm apparently gonna get a scissor lift. So we got the GTI here, guys. I'm still pretty much where I left off. I haven't really done anything. We did get the BC coilovers, so those are installed. So those are in right now from BC Racing. The 6Ks in the front, 5K in the back, fully adjustable on these. As you can see right here, I got Eurosport upper stress bar. My boy went ahead and just added a couple more stuff to the motor. We're not yet ready to start this yet because we've just been busy working on the red car, which I'll tell you. You know, the hydraulic pump is here. That's from fabrication. If you guys are looking for that, it's a pretty good setup. It goes from here, comes in. And I know a lot of people question about, you know, how that mounts and which one to get. You can see it mounts right on top of the column right here. Okay, so there's your pump. And as you can see on the black GTI, we just, you know, we started doing the wiring. It's a mess from the move. I still gotta get all the wiring stuff in the back. We got a gas tank up here I gotta install. But we're gonna jump on this here shortly. I've just been really busy with work and just moving into the shop and just doing everything in my life. But back to the red car. I know a lot of you guys probably been waiting, but it's done. We went ahead and took the cheap coilovers off. I had some cheap coilovers from like eBay. Don't ever buy those. I went right back to stock. We put Bilstein shocks in here. So I'll show you those right here. So we got Bilsteins in here, as you can see, with the original springs. This way it has a correct height. On the outside, it runs way much better to run stock. Of course, this is on BC coilovers, but that's a whole different story. I'm running VR6 on that. On the 1.8T, so we kept having issues with the TDC shop. United Motorsports ECU, because it kept giving me some faults on the mass airflow sensor. So a friend of mine went ahead and retuned another ECU where we removed the mass airflow sensor. So even though it's still there, we're not using that. We got two O2 sensors in here. And then we were having issues where it was like overboost and whatever. And then when we figured out that the coil packs that we had didn't work very well, so we put some stock coil packs. And then we took some Iridian S7 plugs. Yeah. And then we gapped them to, instead of a gap tight 28, we went gapped them to a tight 27. Ran that, checked our fuel pump, made sure that the fuel pump, the AM fuel pump, is actually getting 70 pounds of pressure. Even though we're going through there, my guy's replacing a line because we just tested the fuel pump and it back bled a line in the back, which he's repairing out. But the car's running great. So pretty much this car is all done. We just took it out for a drive. It performed really well. All that's left to do now is just get the AC lines attached. I got a friend of mine who's buying the car. This one also has the fabrication hydraulic clutch, which we did in there. And then there's where we put our reservoir. So you can see here, the fabrication pump is here. Then we run it up and you can see it's running. I don't think you can see, but it's running right through there. You can see the line, it's running in so that it goes into the top of the column like I showed you on the GTI. Then we have a reservoir bottle right here that I took a little bracket and I bend it this way to kind of keep this level. And when you put one of these on, guys, you want to pump and you want to make sure you bleed both ends. So you're going to bleed here, bleed there in order to get your pump to start working correctly. All right, so don't pump from one side. Car's running really good. We're about to take it real quick. It's early. We're gonna go grab some breakfast, so I'm gonna take it for a quick drive. Outside of that, we're done. It was a process, man. I mean, we got so much into this car, like I explained to you guys. S&P motor mounts, S&P radiator combo with the intercooler, the S&P pipe for his intercooler, his elbow here that goes from the top of the throttle body back to the intercooler. That inlet, we're not using the mass airflow sensor anymore because we have a different tune on the ECU. We corrected all these parts here, which is the coil packs, because I was using some red coil packs. And apparently, even though on the VAC tool it wasn't giving us any issues on it, but the minute we re-gapped it and put these on, it just started running way much better. So we're good on that. Of course, you know, I explained to you guys why I'm using this grill. I couldn't use the Euro ones, which I have on the Cabrio on the GTI over there. So I took the grill from here and moved it over there because we're running the air conditioning condenser, and then the lights hit the condenser. So just note that if you're going to run the AC on here, your Euro lights won't fit. if you're going to be running this intercooler. A lot of guys run different intercoolers and they run them on the bottom down here, but I just wanted this car to look completely stock outside. It still looks good with this grill. And I wanted to run AC, and then we have power steering here because I did not want not to have air conditioning because we're in Florida. Got a stress bar on the top here just to keep these frames tight. We're going to go ahead. The next thing I need to do is actually add the sway bar back in. Outside of that, the car runs really great. We did the Scirocco calipers in here, brand new rotors, brand new brakes in the front. Still got the drums in the back. Those are good to go. I just got to clean the car up right now. Outside of that is done. If you got any questions, comment down below. Let us know if you have any questions with your build. Yeah, it was a process. I believe I made a video before of when I did the build. The only thing I did now to the inside was I did add the boost gauge, number 1. The one in the middle is our air and fuel ratio, and then number 2 is our oil pressure and our temp sensor. Those are replaced. The reason being is so that we know what this engine is doing, and whoever's driving this car knows if he has a fault or something's going wrong, that's going to tell you more than you have in your vac tool pool. You know, you should at least know if you run a turbo car, at least have that in there. And I'm doing that to the GTI too. Outside of that, that's the only thing that's not original in the inside of the car besides the stereo. What else, man? What else did we do? We're not running the oil cooling radiator, so that's been deleted. Brand new clutch. Everything on the engine's been refreshed. You can see our bottle here for the air conditioning, so we just got to finish running those lines real quick for the AC so we can get that charge. Our power steering bottle's down here. We relocated that. That's the overflow bottle. I picked that up on Amazon. That's the only thing I got from Amazon. And then this cheap stress bar. Everything else on this car is from Tectonics, S&P, TDC shop harness. I got a different ECU because I didn't want to run mass airflow. Even though I believe that ECU works now because I had issues. I figured out what the issues were. What else we did? A 21 by 11 AC condenser we got in there. I don't know, man. Full Tectonics exhaust. New axle cups are from Sal, from S&P, from the 100 millimeters to fit this. So you got to get the axle cups from him to get that to work in there. And it's just been a process. Even though it's been like 10 months of working on this car, we actually got about 45 days into it. You know, like 6 hours here. In 45 days, 6 to 7 hours a day just working on it, and then just troubleshooting, making sure that we get everything dialed right. So this was my first 1.8T swap. So a lot of you guys will probably do it in a couple of days because you know how to do it. Now, if I was going to do another one, I would probably do it a lot faster because now I know all the issues and all the ins and outs. But I wanted to make sure I have a daily and that this thing's going to drive really well and not bring us any issues, and that we go through everything and not do a half-ass one like everyone else does where they don't put no AC, they don't put no power steering, and then it's a lot more simple for them. I wasn't going for that go. I was trying to get one, trying to get the car back to where it's original, where you can run air conditioning and whatnot. So that's where we're at with the car. On the next video, I will add to this video is us driving in. I'm going to run over to McDonald's and just go grab a quick breakfast real quick. I know it's gross, but that's kind of what I'm in the mood for right now. But I'm really happy that this is done. He's just fixing a quick fuel line from us doing a pressure test on this. I guess it blew the back line out because we were testing to make sure that the AEM fuel pump was actually giving us 70 pounds. And it did. So, but what happened is that it broke the line in the back. So now I'm going to cut it and put it back in. I'm really super excited now that car is done so we can get started on this. Pretty much now it's just getting all the wiring done, dropping the gas tank on this, touching up a couple things in here, and then trying to get the dashboard all back together so that we could go ahead and finish the interior, get the windows on it, and go ahead and take it to the next drive. So we are in, today's November 1st. So I believe that in February or March, out here in Florida, they have Euro tripping, which is not far from my house, and I will hopefully be bringing this car over there and bringing the cabriolet over there. So we'll be there. Hopefully we'll get to see you guys there. If you guys got any comments, whatever, let us know. Let me just go out for a quick rip. My guy's finishing up real quick right here, and we're gonna go for a quick drive, and you'll see that in the next video. Thanks. All right, guys, here we go. The cabriolet taking it for a drive. Head up to third gear. You can see the gauges. Oh man, way better now. Look at that. I think we're up to 80 miles an hour, bro. It's crazy. All the gauges working, as you can see. The boost, the air and fuel ratio is about to go back down. without any issues. And I'm on 5th, so doing about 75 miles an hour with the pumping. Gotta get a wheel alignment, of course. Horn works, there we go. Finally, so if you got any questions, hit me up on the comment below. This is like our real first shakedown. I mean, we've driven it before, but our first shakedown, driving it normally. I'm gonna go ahead and probably bust a U-turn up the road here and go get some food. So, get you back on the next one. Hope you enjoyed it. This car is done. We're gonna start working on the GTI. So, make another video of that and we'll start on that one. You know who it is, man. Here we are, guys. Just another day. As you can see on the first part of the video, got the fans going. So right after I made the first part of this video, I was driving down the block and my tensioner decided to seize up, which I got from S&P, and the timing belt blew. So the whole head, all the valves got jacked up. So thank God I had another head. This is the old head here, which we removed. And I had to go ahead and purchase a new tensioner with the 8mm spacer, which I already had. That was in there. Put that in here. But we got her all running. She's all good now. And of course, if you guys are doing a 1.8T, just make sure you guys got brand new coil packs. Don't try to use any aftermarket ones. Use OEM ones. Make sure that your tensioner, you have your 8mm spacer in there. Make sure that's done right. You know, your serpentine belt's good. You know, of course, make sure your hydraulic clutch is good. It takes a lot of work to get to this point, but we're good. Everything's running great with the new tune that we have, but we're gonna go ahead and try the TDC shop, United Motorsports ECU, even though we know that one's working 100% on other 1.8T swaps that we checked. Though David checked for us, and we're just gonna go ahead and just check it on this and just see if there's any issues with that ECU. Outside of that, this car is done. Besides just getting the AC stuff done, and that's about it. So hope you guys enjoyed the channel. Please subscribe. I know I haven't been here for a while, but I've been busy. We're all good here. That's the interior. And now we can finally move on from this project and get back to work on this black GTI that's been holding us up for so long. We were working on this the other day because what we're doing here is just running everything in the back, the amp, the battery back here. We just got to finish up all the wiring, change the gas tank, and then situate the front there so we can start getting the interior and then start buttoning this up so we could go ahead and get this thing started. So hopefully if you guys are in Florida and you're following the channel, if you guys are going to Euro tripping, this car being Euro tripping, this car be a Euro tripping. We'll also have the Mark IV with the 3.6, that'll be a Euro tripping. And hopefully a couple other my friends will be there. So don't forget to stop by and say hello. Thanks again, guys.